بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Refutation of those who allege that Islam was spread by the sword. In this regard, Abdullah bin Abdurrahman bin Salih Ali Bassam mentioned in his commentary of Umdatul Hakam entitled Taysirul Alam, the linguistic context al-jihad with the kasra on the jim jihad. Its origin linguistically it is al-mashaqqa, that is hardship, toil, labor, burden. It is said jihadtu jihadan, I struggled, meaning I reach or come across hardship, al-mashaqqa. The religious content, it means taking pains with regards to fighting the kuffar, the tyrant, and the people who cut off the path of guidance, and it is legitimately established by means of the book, that is the Quran, the Sunnah, and Ijma, that's unanimous agreement amongst the people of knowledge. I know. The text regarding commanding with it, that is jihad, adding upon it, and arousing the desire to carry out or have occurred frequently, and some of them will come later on in the book if Allah decided so wills. The ruling regarding it is that it is fardul kifaya, to a collective duty, when it is carried out by whoever is able enough to carry it out. All others are accepted from the obligation. If none carries it out, they all bear the sin if they abstain from it, while having the knowledge and the ability to carry it out. It is fardul kifaya except in 3 situations, in which case it becomes fard ain, an individual obligation, and they are when the two parties meet on the battlefield, it becomes obligatory to remain and fight, and it becomes forbidden to leave or flee unless it is a stratagem of war. When the enemy takes up quarters in the country and besiege it by fighting or resisting, the enemy becomes obligatory. When the Imam makes a general call for the people to fight or calls on a specific individual, it's related to his due to his the saying أيها الذين آمنوا ما لكم إذا قيل لكم انفروا في سبيل الله أثقلتم من الأرض. All you believe, what is the matter with you, that when you are asked to march forward in the cause of Allah, that is jihad, you cling heavily to the earth. And what we Sallallahu saying, and when you are called upon to go out for jihad, then hasten to answer the call. The ulama have said jihad applies to fighting the soul, the shaitan, and the fusaq, that is the sinful at the forefront, and the forefront are the kuffar. Then the sinful from the Muslims. As for fighting the soul, it is through learning the affairs of the religion, then acting upon them, then teaching them. As for fighting the shaitan, it is by repelling whatever he comes with of doubt, repelling whatever he bedefiles from the desires. As fighting the kuffar, it occurs by way of the hand, the tongue, world, and the body. And as for fighting the sinful from the Muslims, it's with the hand, then the tongue, then with the heart, all dependent upon one's individual ability. The nature of al-harb, war in Islam. Some of the Western missionaries are of the opinion that Islam was established through violence and tyranny, and that it was spread by the sword and the spilling of blood, and that the use of force and compulsion to enter it, that is the religion, was employed. In response to those allegations is that we say these are erroneous claim, and it results from either ignorance of the Islamic religion, its conquest, its battles, its text regarding this, or its result from partisanship or fanatism and enmity for this religion. So they intend to make it appear ugly and escape away from it by demonizing Islam and the affair of jihad. The truth of the matter is that it results from the two affairs collectively, but the Islamic religion was established through inviting with wisdom and beautiful exhaustion, calling for peace and inviting it, that is as-salam, peace, is a derivative of Islam. We follow the text of the noble Quran and the purified Sunnah, which contain the instruction of the Prophet ﷺ to the leaders of his armies, and contains his ﷺ conduct in battles. He will learn that Islam came with wisdom, mercy, peace, and harmony, and that it came with the betterment of the society in mind, not corruption. Read the saying of him, the exalted, لا إكراه في الدين كتمرش من الغي. There is no compassion in the religion. Verily the right path has become distinct from the wrong path. And read the exalted saying, ولو شاء ربك لآمن من في الأرض كلهم جميعا أفأنتم الناس حتى يكونوا مؤمنين. And had your Lord willed, those on earth will have believed, all of them together. So will you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then compel mankind until they become believers. And he read, I know, and he read his the exalted saying, لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتحسنوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. Allah does not forbid you to deal justly and kindly with those who fought not against you on account of religion nor drove you out of your homes. But Allah loves those who deal with equality. And he is the exalted saying, وقاتلوا في سبيل الذين يقاتلونكم ولا تطيعوا إن الله لا يحب المعتدين. And find the way of Allah those who fight you but transgress not the limits. Truly Allah likes not the transgressors. The verses that indicate this meaning are many. As for the Sunnah, then all of the actions of the Prophet ﷺ regarding warfare and his instructions to his commanders, which he appointed over the troops, make that clear. In the hadith of Buraida, which is in Muslim, whenever he appointed an Amir leader of a military or an army, he would advise him from the bottom of his heart with the taqwa of Allah, and whoever accompanied him from the Muslims, he will advise with goodness. Then Sallallahu said, wage war in the name of Allah, in the cause of Allah, fight whoever disbelieves in Allah, wage war and do not exceed the proper bounds, nor act treacherously to one who makes a peace treaty, and do not maim or mutilate the people, and do not kill the young children. And he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam forbid from killing of women and children. And he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, go out in the name of Allah, fight the cause of Allah. Whoever disbelieves in Allah, do not be treacherous, nor exceed the proper bounds, do not maim or mutilate the poor people, and not kill the children nor the hermits, ashabul sawami, those who take shelter in their homes. Ainam. And Isa said, do not kill the old man, Shaykhan Faniyan. And Abu Bakr instructed Yazid ibn Abu Sufyan when he delegated him as an Amir over one of the territories of regions of Asham, saying, I'm advising you with 10 characteristics. 1. Do not kill a woman. 2. Do not know a child. 3. Know a senile old man. 4. Do not cut down fruit-bearing trees. 5. Do not lay waste to a cultivated land. 6. Do not wound a sheep. 7. Know a camel except for its food. 8. Do not in a dead palm nor burn it. 9. Do not flatter the people. 10. Do not act cowardly. In Al-Hanbali said concerning the saying of him, the exalted, like Refutation, there is no compassion in the religion. The meaning of the verse is that the deen is not what is professed, apparently with regards to the compassion towards it, while the heart does not bear witness to it. So the consequent or heart damir are included in it. The deen is only what the heart holds as its akidah. Whoever contemplates the life history of the Prophet ﷺ, it will become clear to him that he ﷺ will not compel or force anyone to convert to his religion ever, and he only fought whoever fought him. As whoever included a treaty with him, then ﷺ will not fight him as long as he upheld his treaty and did not breach his contract. Rather, Allah the Exalted commanded him ﷺ to live up to their contract with them as they stood true to him, as he the Exalted said, فَمَا اسْتَقَامُوا لَكُمْ فَاسْتَقِيمُوا لَهُمْ. So as long as they are true to you, stand true to them. When he reached Medina, he made peace with the Jews and allowed them to be upon their deen. Then when they waged war against him and breached his contract, he carried out military expedition against them in their lands. Before that, they used to carry out military expeditions against him, just as they aspired on the day of Uhud, the day of Al-Khandaq, and the day of Al-Badr. The day of Al-Badr also. They came to kill him, and if they left or gave up their mission, he will not continue fighting them. The intended meaning of all this is that he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam absolutely did not force anyone to enter into his religion. The people only entered his religion voluntarily. Most of the people of the earth come to his invitation when the guidance and the fact that he truly Allah's Messenger became clear to them. Ibn Kathir said concerning the exalted saying, like Rafiddin, there is no compassion in the religion, meaning do not force anyone to enter the religion of Islam, for its proofs and evidence are clear, evident and weighty, and there is no need to compel one to enter it. Rather, whoever Allah guides to Islam and expands his chest and illuminates his sights, he enters into Islam or on account of its clarity, and whoever hath Allah binds, and whoever's hearing and sight he seals, then verily he will not be benefited by entering the deen through force and compulsion. And the speech of verifying scholars concerning this field is abundant, and it is that which is understood from the spirit of Islam, its fundamental concept and its goals or objectives. But the enemies of Islam insist on describing it with what mass and disfigures it for the sake of misleading the people and deterring them from Islam. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam military expeditions which opened their hearts and minds and prompted the defense of the threatened beliefs, his mutual relations and his treaties. He is inviting into Islam with wisdom and beautiful exhortation. He is arguing with the kuffar in a way that is better. All of these refute those allegations. Surely your Rabb knows best who has strayed from his path, and he knows best who are guided. Ibn Qayyim illustrated that in his book Zadul Ma'ad, when he said chapter concerning the provision of the sequence of his guidance in relation to the kuffar and the munafiqeen from when he was sent until the time when he met his Rabb, the mighty and majestic. The first thing his Rabb, the blessed and exalted, revealed unto him was that he read in the name of his Rabb who created him, that is the beginning of his prophethood. So he commanded him Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to read it to himself, and was not ordering him Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam at the time with the conveyance of the message. Then he revealed to him Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ya ayyuhal mudaththir qum fa'anzir, O you who envelop in garments, arise and warn. So he commissioned him as a prophet with his saying, Aqra, Aywa, Surah Al-Alaq, read. And he sent him as a messenger with Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, O you enveloped in garments, Surah Al-Mudaththir, In'am. Then he commanded him to warn his closest relatives, then warn his people, then warn whoever is around him of the Arabs, then warn the Arab altogether, those around him as well as those who are in distance from him, then warn the world al-alamin. So he continued warning through da'wah, calling without fighting for over 13 years after his prophethood. He was commanded with the restraint, patience and pardon. Then he gave him permission to migrate from Mecca to Medina. Then he gave him permission to fight. Then he commanded him to fight whoever fought him, and to refrain from whoever turned away and did not fight him. Then he commanded him to fight the priests unrestrictedly until the religion is wholly for Allah alone. I say the obligation of fighting the kuffars and attacking them after inviting them and excusing them until the word of Allah is elevated is known from the last stages concerning fighting that are found in the life history of Allah's Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Where fighting the kuffar in Islam is not only this defensive right, it is a legislated military operation until the religion is wholly fully for Allah alone. We ask Allah to let his religion triumph over all others and to elevate his word. Verily he is the most strong, the Almighty.